you gorgeous people. Welcome to Let's Do This, the Arthur and Donal podcast. Right, so I have to start by saying, my child seeing ghosts.
Your child is seeing ghosts?
Your godchild is seeing ghosts. Blue and my Rose seeing ghosts. I didn't sleep last night.
No, stop.
I swear, and that's how I'm going to start the podcast.
You're seeing ghosts as well?
Not me. Blue is definitely seeing ghosts. The night I had, you have no idea.
Are you sure she just didn't see you going to the loo at night and go, there's Papa, he's white as a sheet?
No, I swear to God.
Brian isn't in a big nightgown wandering the halls?
No, I actually slept with...
You slept with the ghost? You slept with the ghost, it was Brian.
He wasn't. Blue is seeing ghosts.
Hang on.
Something happened last night.
Do we need to get an exorcist?
Do you know what? I had goosebumps last night. Like my body was like all cold because I don't know what's happening. So basically I slept with Blue last night because I was watching TV. I said, I'll take care of Blue. You know, Blake and Brian were in bed already gone. So I was watching. I went to bed around midnight. So we're sleeping. Suddenly, Blue wakes up and saying, this, right? I looked at the time, it was 2:43 exactly.
Okay.
I mean, what do you mean this? She's like, this. I mean, okay, what do you want?
Hang on, so you're in her room now?
Yes, I'm in the bed with her.
Yeah.
And she keeps saying this, pointing. And I mean, what
And
this?
is she upset when she's
No, she's screaming just this, like, wow, this. I mean, oh my God, what's happening? And then suddenly she just want to come down, like, from, off bed. So I put her down. She walked to this point, stand at the point, and said, and I followed her. She grabbed my finger. I followed her. I grabbed her. I mean, she's in my hands, and she kept pointing and doing this with her head. I mean, I know we're doing a podcast, but like she's nodding her head like this, talking. I mean,
talking to the ghost.
No, it's like, nee.
Yeah.
No, she well, so I remember it was. No, listen, I know it sounds
Hang on, so you're watching your 2-year-old walk over to the corner.
Walking to like the other side of the bed in my arms and nodding the head. And then I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. Let's go back to bed. We're going back to bed. She's like screaming, no. I'm like, no, Blue, we have to go back to bed.
She's possessed. She's possessed.
Honestly, this is only the beginning. So I'm going back to bed. I'm like, let's sleep. Let's sleep. No. So she closed her eyes for 2 seconds. And then again, this. Like she's pointing. And then I'm like, this on the left. No. I'm like, there? No. This. She went down again and went back to the same spot.
Stop.
I swear, look, I've got goosebumps.
No.
I swear to God. Ask Brian, because Brian can hear her screaming. I was like, no, she saw a ghost or something happening in the room. She went back. This is only the second time. Went back. I grabbed her in my arms again. She's nodding her head again. I mean, she's pointing the same point. I mean, okay, this is ridiculous. We're going back to bed. We went back to bed. I'm doing like a little half circus. Went back to bed. She starts screaming even more. This.
Stop, I can't. Okay,
no,
get to the point.
I'll tell you the point. But something happening. This. She didn't want to sleep. She went back. Everywhere I pointed, no, the same point. I went back. Third time, I've literally had to stand there for 20 minutes. And she was, for like 5-6 minutes, she was actually nodding, pointing. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm looking around in the room like an idiot, as you say. My body's literally goosebumps.
Okay.
It's cold. I mean, something going on because she's so adamant there's someone there in the room.
So did she go back to sleep?
No, it took 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
I couldn't move. And in 20 minutes, she literally fell asleep on my house. I'm scared to move now.
Oh, I can't take this anymore. Okay, right.
I went back to bed.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep I fell asleep around like 4:30.
Oh my God.
So I couldn't sleep. Like, I'm like, my eyes like zoomed this morning, like 3 coffees. She's seeing a ghost.
Are you sure? Are you sure it wasn't Brian standing in the corner? Like,
definitely.
Are you sure?
Definitely the door was closed. Definitely. Like, I never experienced that. Wow. And she was so adamant to go to the same spot. I thought she wanted to go downstairs. I was like, water? No. And she keeps pointing.
If you
like,
say DD again, I will come across the table and punch.
It was DD, do whatever it was.
Okay.
He was so.
And how is she this morning?
She woke up this morning.
No problem.
No problem. Nothing ever happened.
Have you had any experiences in the house previous to this?
No.
Okay.
I never had anything. But to be honest with you, I wasn't scared or anything. I was like, I want to see someone, especially there's a massive mirror there, right? So I'm looking at the mirror. I'm like, can I see someone? Can I see something? Can I see anything?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Wow.
But it was so weird because every time I pointed some different places, she was like, no, there, this.
Oh, stop it. You've told me this already.
I'm telling you this for the listeners and the viewers who's watching us on YouTube. Thank you so much. There, like it's not even there. This it's just so she was so adamant. So yeah, Blue is single.
Oh my God. So what are you going to do?
Ghost, or we have something in the house.
Well, so what are you going to do? You start divining your fortune?
Like I love my ghost stories. I love ghosts. So I'm thriving on it.
You know, I have the woman for you.
Oh my God.
I told you. Remember when I told you about when we got the cottage energy healed?
Yes.
So Siobhan, who's our local white witch from Host.
Should I call you Siobhan?
I'm going to get you Siobhan's number.
But she find out you had ghosts in the house. I remember you telling the story.
The bottom line was that Siobhan told me that I was sleeping in a vortex.
Oh my God.
Siobhan was going around with her rods, and she did the whole energy clearing and doing the whole thing. And then she got to the room, and in the cottage, I slept in the corner.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, the energy's way off there. You're sleeping in a vortex. So I'd been sleeping in a vortex for 3 years. So
now it makes sense. You were weird. Now you all changed now.
I'm out of my vortex.
Yeah. So you're happier.
You said it to me at the start of this year. We moved house, and I'm like,
so much happier.
I'm out of the vortex now. So yeah, that's probably. So look, I have the woman for you, Siobhan. We'll get her on the call, and we'll see can she sort you out.
I'm gonna actually after this, I'm gonna go back home. Look, you got good spawns.
I know.
Are you scared?
No, I'm just cold. I'm just cold.
It's actually not that cold here. Stop lying. You're actually panicking. You're scared.
I'm getting scared.
After Vortex, I'm with my ghost stories. No, but the thing is, what I'm trying to say, I want to say.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that Blue is, maybe Blue is psychic. Maybe Blue's gonna see.
Okay, moving on. So anyway, we had a great weekend. We had a lovely time. I have no sympathy for you at all. I have no sympathy at all. Anyway, if you want to get it sorted, I have the woman for you.
I'm going to light a sage when I'm home.
You're going to light a sage?
Is that a sage? What are you
doing? You're going to sage the room?
Sage the room.
No amount of sage could save your household. We must catch up because we did our first show with Galway Town Hall.
Oh my God, we did it!
It was a very, very fun show, and more importantly, you got me back into my silver suit from Eurosong days.
Epic was that? And can I say something? Not only that, but also the whole audience stood up, surprised you, and did a little dance.
I know.
How incredible is that?
I was very impressed.
Were you impressed? I was. Oh my God, you just took out of my mouth.
Yeah,
impressed.
I was impressed, and moreover, I was impressed that you'd taught the dance routine and got them all to do the dance routine. And then when I started singing, they had the whole thing down. It was very impressive.
You know what? They were so committed because I said, guys, he can't hear us. So when he's coming on, just surprised. I thought they were going to sit back.
Yeah.
They actually stayed up.
Yeah.
They all actually stayed up for you.
Yeah.
And then when you came in, and I have to say, you performed so well.
Oh, stop.
You did actually. You were in your element.
I think after many years, you know, and because I always remember back when I did the Eurosong, like I'd never performed on a stage before.
You not?
Like I had never performed.
Wait, you never done this song?
That
you are
song.
joking.
No, I had done the song for Eurosong.
But after
in 2008, they put us on stage having never performed. I had never been on a stage like that before. And so I didn't know about like the monitors. I didn't know about in-ears. Didn't know about all that.
The red light on the cameras.
That sort of stuff. But honestly, that was so. I you know what happens with time is that you have a little bit of confidence. And when I slipped back into that silver suit, Arthur, I was like, you know,
the only thing I say is
like
your song
glove.
You didn't know the lyrics.
I didn't know the lyrics.
He came actually on stage and I'm like, we have the lyrics back.
I know.
And they were singing also.
They were singing the song.
It's actually a good song. More I was listening to him, more it must. I was like, good nostalgia. It's actually a very catchy song.
I'm going to get it on Spotify. I'm going to put it up on Spotify.
Yeah, I can't believe it's not on Spotify.
Yeah, because you have to do it. Like you have to actually. And I actually was in touch with the songwriter recently because he's doing, funnily enough, 20 years on, the guy who wrote "Double Cross My Heart," which was my Eurosong entry, he is actually doing some of the lyrics and the songs for my new TV show, The Italian Show.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So I was like, I messaged him because we're doing this thing where we're making our own tracks for the shows now.
Which makes sense after all these years.
So we were in touch with him and I was going, okay, we have this project, this Italian show. I'd love to put together some music. And so we were back in touch and I was like, why have we not got it up on Spotify? And he was like, oh, because you have to do it yourself. So I have to put it up on Spotify. Yeah.
Which makes sense. That's how we do for the podcast. Yeah, I know. We have to do ourselves.
I'll do it myself.
Well, I'm not doing it. I don't know. I'm not.
Do you have any songs any secret back catalogue of songs?
Let me have a think. I'll get back to you with that.
So we're featured on. I've always said to you, like, you know that band Army of Lovers?
Yeah.
I think Arthur has like a secret career.
No, I've been asked before to be in a band. Remember back in the day when you have like a Minister of Sound doing tracks?
Yeah.
And they want people to be the face. They used to get dancers miming on top of the pop CDK. So I've been asked to do a couple of things, but I was like, no, it ain't my thing. thing.
It's not your thing.
No, because I didn't really want to
You'd be more. It'd be kind of like Milli Vanilli. You know? Did you ever see them? They were these.
Marvin, he's actually my friend.
Are they called Milli
Vanilli? Yes. Yeah.
But the whole thing was that they were both dancers.
I know.
And they couldn't sing, and so it came out.
But they can't sing. Don't. He's a good friend of mine, so he actually can sing.
The whole thing was that they did a career on songs. That
you need to watch their movie and the biopic because they didn't want them to sing. They were the pretty boys.
Of course, you are friends with
I
Milli
know.
Vanilli.
Yeah, he lives in Holland and he's a Français. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that's what my vision of you in the band would be, is that like they have these lovely tracks. But actually, I heard you singing on the show.
And I was thinking, no, the reason I never wanted to do that, because once you did that, people are like, oh wait, you sing on a song and then you're a dancer. I didn't want to mix things together.
Oh, I get it.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
you'd hate to have that,
even in Belgium, when I started dancing, people used to ask me, do you want to be in a boy band? Because they were putting boy band left, right, center. There was a boy band called Get Ready back in the days.
Okay.
When I was dancing, they said, asked me to audition. They became huge. There was time they were very, very huge. But sorry, don't kill me, but half of them couldn't sing. But it's true, they were pretty boys.
Yeah.
They were okay. And then Jimmy went to the Eurovision and I danced for Jimmy, like Eurosong for Belgium, but he didn't go through it. Yeah, I actually danced for him. Okay. So he was one of the boy band members when the boy band finished. No, I never want to do that. I never really want to be a singer. I want to be an actor and whatever.
Well, your little black book was out in force at the Galway Town Hall. Because Arthur, even despite having done this for a year on the podcast, Arthur still comes out with stories that I have not heard before. And he was making up, you were doing cocktails.
I was
so Arthur was on cocktail duty, I was on food duty. But Arthur got up and started doing his cocktails. And we started talking about the different alcohols. And then you mentioned Chinsano. And then out of the blue, and I'd already been telling the audience, okay, watch for it now. Arthur's going to bring his little black book. You're going to get lots of mentions. You're going to get lots of people.
Keep people on their toes. You never know what could come out of nowhere.
He's pouring the cocktails and he goes, I got, what was it? What was your woman's name?
John Collins.
I replaced John Collins.
Well, it's a big word, I replaced. Yeah, but she was the face of Chinsano. John Collins in a plane drinking that, blah, blah.
So Arthur on stage mentioned that he took over from Joan Collins as the face of Chinsano.
Well, I didn't take over. I'm sure she retired.
So, can we get a picture? Does this exist on the internet?
Yeah, Google Chinsano 2006. I was making cocktails that I don't even drink alcohol. Okay. And like I said to you, the reason also I got it because when they asked me, what do you think of Chinsano? And I said, I don't drink.
And
the client
went down really well.
But you know what? It's my big nose. I got the job because of my big nose, because this big nose, the profile, they love my profile.
Because when you're sipping a cocktail, it's perfect.
Maybe it's like Italiano, Cinzano, I don't know. Yes. So
what's her name again?
Cinzano.
No, not her. Not the woman.
Joan Collins.
Joan Collins. Yeah. Did you ever meet Joan Collins?
Okay. Okay. When I did Pixelot for Loose Woman, they're like, oh, Joan Collins, she's one of the guests. I mean, stop. And I just did Chinsano, oh my God, 2 years ago, because Pixelot was 2008.
It's dawn. She was like, oh, there's the man who replaced me as the face.
She totally couldn't care. She's so gorgeous and fabulous. And I was dancing for Boys and Girls, the song Pixelot on the Loose Woman, and she was sitting there beautifully, glamorously watching me. I was like, oh my God.
Is she? Yeah, she's an icon. She is an icon.
I mean, see, I didn't know who she was at the time.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I never watched the Dynasty, things like that. But she's an icon.
Yeah.
She's an incredible icon, but it was a funny story. So, of course, there's lots of different stories. As you know, my black book is like,
your little black book is just it. And you always come out with it. But I was very impressed with, because there was a few people who listened to the podcast regularly who were at the show.
Yes.
And the amount of people who knew some of the stories we were mentioning. Oh my God. There's a woman up the front who literally knew, we were doing our One Truth, Two Lies. Yeah. And she literally knew because she'd heard this.
By the way, I know we're not going to do that today, but that has to come back.
No, we're not doing it.
No, the reason you don't want to, because you're not going to be, you hate preparation.
I hate preparation.
No, I don't care. We're going to do that because the listeners, they love One Truth, Two Lies.
Okay.
And that's why everybody got involved. Do you know also what I loved about the show? There were so many people that they never really listened to the podcast.
Yeah.
They came to the show just for you and I to see the show.
Yeah.
And now they said, oh my God, I'm going to listen to the podcast.
Are you telling me there was people at the show who don't listen to the podcast?
Yes.
So how did they know about the show?
No, because the show is, oh my God, Arthur and Donal going on tour.
Yeah.
On tour.
On tour. Jesus. So one night only. It was one night only.
One night only. One night only. No, you're not too busy. We will definitely.
But we had so many lovely people who came up, and there was a guy who I met just as we were going into the theatre, a guy called Sean. He gave us a lovely card.
Thank you, Sean.
Lovely card written out to us, and there was so many lovely people who just came up and shared their stories, particularly how they enjoy listening to the podcast and always listen to it with earphones in, and then end up laughing and like just interrupting other people doing it. So anyway, we're thrilled that you came, and thank you so much for having it.
And also, it's very, very good. Like with every single one of it, it's our first show. The way I describe the show, it's like a singer releasing an album, but nobody heard it, and then she's doing a tour, so nobody knows the songs. So people actually got the tickets, came to see us without knowing what show we're doing, and that was actually very touching. Every single one of you came and supported us. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
To a show that they didn't know. And now people seeing the stories, what we done, they were like, come to Cork, come Limerick, come Dublin. So because people know, oh my God, it's absolutely what the title says, big night out.
Well, listen, Arthur, if you are prepared to organise the rest of it, I'll show up like you did.
Your team ready to go. The girls are ready. Orla, V, and Marie, let's go, baby. And Maeve did a great job.
Shout out to Maeve. Thank you so much. Needless to say, I was in full recovery mode for the weekend.
You were?
I spent the weekend just coming up for air because it was full on. It was a full on week and throw. Also, a heat wave. Oh my God. So we were in Galway Town Hall all day, and thankfully it was air conditioned. But oh my God, you stepped out the door and it was like, you know, when you get off the plane in Spain.
Yes.
It was like that bang of heat. It was unbelievable.
The humidity, yes. But also it was so hot thank God we had the fan.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, our lighting guy's name is Donal. What are the chances? Yeah. And then we brought a guy on stage, Donal. We had 3 Donals in the show. Seriously, you couldn't make that up.
I know. You had double Donal and then a third Donal.
The Donal who brought the fun, he saved us. If we didn't have that fun on stage, I think you and me would sweat a lot.
Donal who brought the fun. He didn't bring the fun to stage, but there was another Donal who brought the fans.
Oh my God, too many Donals.
But honestly, do you not find now it's cooled down a little bit? Like
yes, it's actually a little bit chilly. I was going to wear a jumper, but I was like, I'm sweating a lot, so I'm not going to have the jumper.
I'm just glad the heat's gone back to normal for your hair, because the humidity, you were like Monica in Friends, like the hair just kept getting bigger.
This is why Act 2, I said to Danny, I'm actually going up there.
Okay, is that why?
That's why I was going to later. I was like,
so that was just slicked back with sweat, was it?
Wait, exactly. We didn't even have to use product, any gels, but it was so hot.
It was hot.
But also, big round of applause to Auntie Anne for your waistcoat.
Yes.
Because guys, if you're listening to the podcast, you knew last week we said that Auntie Anne was working on his original waistcoat, and she absolutely smashed it, and it matched your trousers.
So, well, they definitely did not match my trousers. I don't know where they got the trousers from, but like, even Auntie Anne messaged me going, where the hell did you get those trousers? Because they were like cheap polyester silver.
You must have been sweating in.
You had literally like beautiful. Did you see the material?
Stunning.
So Anne, just to give you the back, if you're just listening now, the waistcoat from Eurosong 2008 no longer fits me. I'm a man of bigger build now, and so Anne had to put a full patch at the back, but she'd found this beautiful kind of silvery waistcoat. I could wear it to a wedding at this stage.
No, honestly, it's beautifully done. I will wear that suit, not the waistcoat, but the material she used. Yeah. I will wear that as a suit.
Well, listen, if you've enough time now before Dancing with the Stars, you give her a challenge. Now, she will want several fittings, but
Auntie, I have no time for fittings.
Between now, you'll either end up in a quilt or a suit. I don't know what it's going to be, but between now and January, Auntie Anne and her patchworking grannies can definitely help you out.
You really have a talented family.
Thank you.
Everybody does something incredible.
Yeah, they all, actually, now that you say that,
they're all good.
They all do something kind of creative.
From your grandmas, granddads, aunties, parents. What John do?
So my grandparents were sculptors. My aunt is a food stylist. My other aunt is a patchworker. She does beautiful embroidery. But yeah, no, John's in finance.
You always need someone to look after your money.
He didn't get the creative team.
Oh my God.
I always used to flag him because his handwriting is horrific. He's horrific handwriting.
The worst. That's why I don't write.
But meanwhile, over on my side of the house, I was like, practically using a quill and a fountain pen. John was like chicken scratching on the.
At least he's good with money. He can actually save the money.
He's
Okay.
good with the money, yeah.
No, but well done. We did it. I'm so proud of us. You know, que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. But I think sera, sera, lots of things. Fingers crossed. I want to do another show.
Okay, well, listen, you organized this one. I got everything organized for this one, so now it's over to you. I was at my Robin concert, had a lovely...
I'm not even going to mention that.
Can I just say, like, I definitely know I'm old. Like, firstly, I went in to the Robin concert in the O2, or what's it called now? Is it the O2? The Free Arena. I went
Prior point, I perform at the point.
I have performed on that stage too. Yes.
Oh, supporting Pussycat Dolls.
No, supporting JLS. Yeah. And a prominent Irish music manager tried to get us off that gig. Yeah. Literally, we were on stage doing the rehearsal and someone tried, the names will not be named.
Yes, no.
But
sorry, carry on. Yes, we were old.
But I was feeling old because I got earplugs. I got popcorn. And we sat and watched the show with earplugs.
Are you serious?
I was so tired.
Are you serious? Yeah. If Robin listening to this,
I don't think she is. So Robin is this Swedish pop star, and she had a big thing. She was meant to be like Britney Spears back in the early 2000s. Yeah. And she kind of became disillusioned by it, set up her own record company. And by about 2006, 2007, she set up this like fabulous new path for herself and has done everything she's done independently since then. And so she's a real artiste.
This is why I don't understand why she never really kicked off as...
She's had these...
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Like,
she's there, but she never really got there.
But because she's done it on her own steam, and I think because of that, like she has, like we were all saying, like the group and the crowd that were there, like it was very kind of
eclectic.
It was alternative.
Because there, like a lot of people know her, but if you're just dancing on my own, that's the only song they will really know.
You see, that's the thing. Like I know her songs from back in 2000 and. She had this one song called Be Mine, an amazing song. Do you not know it?
No.
Be Mine. Oh, I won't sing it for you anyway. The word and you never will be mine.
No idea.
Nope. Okay.
See?
Anyway, but she had this amazing career. So anyway, had a great night. But yeah, I was wrecked and then I had to come back to you.
You had Steam
Oh, that's Steam-At. Yeah,
Steam-At. Was this like planned or just like, let's just have fun together?
I think
is she going on tour with her?
The song is Call Your Girlfriend.
Yeah,
so
of course.
And
you're in Ireland, Irish.
Yeah.
I see.
It was great. The crowd went wild. Like Steam-At's and it was interesting because like Steam-At obviously hasn't had an extensive career like Robin has had, but like is at this peak moment.
Yeah, but Steam-At is like going high.
Exactly.
She goes even higher.
Yeah.
But it's just so hard for artists to kick off. Like we were talking, a lot of our friends went to see Olivia Dean, right?
And I said, that looked great.
That looked amazing. But also, that woman's been working around for 10 years. Yeah. It's only now she's kicking off. And she's around like 27, 28, which means nothing. Doesn't matter.
Olivia Dean.
She is stunning. But I really hope it's not going to be one hit album. Do you know what I mean? It's so hard with artists these days.
Say it because like
this is what I'm saying. It's hard.
Olivia Dean kind of. Do you remember? What was that? Corinne Bailey Ray. Duffy.
Duff.
All of those artists who were like phenomenal had one album and or what's your woman who I absolutely loved. I wish she was on Saturday Kitchen
While you're checking that also because you know the one I love it's Rita Ora. Rita Ora always been around, but she never really. She's
had
there.
That big song.
No, but she had lots of amazing songs. She had the fashion, she's doing this and that. But then you have like Dua Lipa, because they're both Albanians from UK. But also, and then Dua Lipa, do you know what I mean? Do you get my point, what I'm trying to say?
But
you're there, we know you, but you never had that oomphness. Dua Lipa kicked off because of that song, Boom. You remember?
Nope, don't know what
you know it. You just need that one song is taking different, but I love Rita Ora. She has incredible songs.
Emily Sandé.
I went to her first ever gig in Coco Club. Yeah, first ever when she was kicking out because my friends Nikita knew her from from Scotland,
right?
And we went to see her, and I love her. Yes, remember that album was huge. People were obsessed.
I'm going to listen to that on the whole
way
home.
Around, but she's not there anymore.
But this is the point: is that like
Emily
I hope Steam-At, Olivia Dean, like they're at this one big fabulous moment, and it is like you're right. It's all down to the next couple. But what I would say is, and this is something about like careers in general, is that like everyone thinks. thinks it's like this one
Yeah.
big thing, and actually it's a compound. It's the like as I have in my life released 13 cookbooks, and I always kind of thought, oh, like it's going to be this one that'll be the thing, and then but actually it's like as time goes on, it's the compounded work that you do that is what you show for. So like, you know, Robin is a perfect example of that, because like you might know her from Dancing on My Own as that one song that's used like through a lot of TV shows, and
like
it's only recently.
Yeah, it's
But it is like she is one of those artists that will continue to be successful because it's a compound of her work. It's all of what she's
you know
worked
what
on.
they say, sometimes it's better sustainability than just like one hit wonder.
100%.
So I think she's always there. She's always gonna work. Robin will, no matter what she does. So it's not gonna be come and go. But it is very hard for artists. It's not everybody's becoming Taylor Swift or Britney Spears.
No.
So that's why I'm like, let's see what's next. You know, Grace Adams. Last year she was huge. Songs, the album great. But where is she now? I think she's working on a new album. But I hope they sustain all that going forward. It is hard work.
It is hard work.
And that's why people sometimes they think they're becoming famous so quick, but they're not. They work behind, like even Duffy. I work with Duffy, as you know. So when Duffy, I was doing it when she did Mercy, the song blew up.
Huge.
But she was around for 10 years.
Yeah.
Tom Jones was supporting her because they're from Wales. Both of them, they were like, nothing was happening. And then suddenly, boom. And then I did so many gigs with her. And then
Hang on, Duffy. What were you doing with Duffy?
I was assistant choreographer and a dancer. I did. Remember that story that my pants ripped in front of the Queen on Royal Variety?
Yeah.
I was doing Duffy.
Oh, that was
Don't
Duffy.
Rain on my parade.
Really?
The first step I did, my pants went vroom, and thank God I was a professional. My pants were black. So if I wore something else, you will see everything. Gang. So yeah, Duffy. So I was assistant choreographer. It's a beautiful performance. Porobis was choreographer and I was assisting that. And then we did a couple of gigs. And then she did the Coca-Cola commercial.
And then
It all stopped.
That was it.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, look, all I'll say is the summer is hopping at the moment. It is non-stop. So I every time I go to bed at the moment in the heat wave, I have the windows open. And there's a concert going on. There's always a concert. It was
But
the
I
Cure.
love that.
It was amazing.
Calvin Harris was
Calvin
on my
Harris.
I love Calvin Harris. Remember Pineapple dancing on X Factor on his head?
Oh my God.
You know that
just
story?
stopped, do you?
No, X Factor 2009. Jade was performing, and then there's a guy before Calvin Harris became Calvin Harris famous. There's a guy who went on stage with pineapple. We're changing. We're like, what the is happening? Who's this man? He had a pineapple on his head and went and crashed the Jade was performance live TV on X Factor. Calvin Harris.
Sometimes I think I'm in a fever dream when I talk to you.
So true.
What are you talking?
Calvin Harris,
Yeah.
2009,
Yeah.
when Jed was performing, I'm a dancer for X Factor.
Yeah.
There's a guy on stage with a pineapple, security had to pull him off. It was Calvin Harris.
With a pineapple on his head. He
With a pineapple or something, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a huge thing.
On that note, great to catch up with you.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. You never know what's coming out.
Usual chaos. But oh my God, we've had a busy weekend. We've another week ahead. When are you going on holidays?
I'm going holiday 12th to the 19th, and I can't wait. I'll be with my family. It will be
We've
amazing.
no major like big sun holidays, but we are going to Sweden this year. So
No, we have a lot of mini breaks,
Yeah.
left, right, center, but also we have to work. We're freelancers. I can't just like, just go away and then not do anything. But then I'm looking forward to co-host 6 o'clock show with my husband. I'm excited.
When's that?
It's gonna be, I don't know if I can say, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th of July.
Fabulous.
I know, which is next week,
Fabulous.
which is amazing.
See
I don't know if I can say that, but it's happening.
There
Here
you
we
go. There you go.
Also, congratulations to Lottie. She's going to
yes.
be the new wife for my husband. So
God love her.
gonna be-
God love her. She'll be fine.
No, they work together already.
they
go
have?
back. 2020, Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
She won. And then they did the podcast together. So they know each other well.
Very good. Very good. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in this week. We will catch up with you next week. Another busy week ahead.
Well, good luck with everything and love you and leave you. Thank you so much. Bye.